She's won 2 gold medals in the Olympics. She's the face of the PFL. And I'm feeding her bagels. It's Kayla Harrison, Food Truck Diaries. It's not every day we get an Olympic gold medalist.
2-time.
Dang. I'm gonna feed you today.
Thank God.
And anyone who's been on the show has been undefeated.
So far I'm undefeated, so.
It's only up from here, because now you're,
Perfect.
I mean, the sky's the limit.
Yeasty boys.
Yeasty boys.
I don't know about that name.
Don't make fun of me. I'm on a weird diet. I'm keto, so I can't.
Oh God,
So I
I
can't
don't know
have
if
the
we can
bagel.
be friends anymore.
But you're also burning like 7,000 calories tossing girls on their head.
That's true,
Not
mostly
me.
guys.
I do stand-up, so I'm not burning calories. What do you recommend here?
So I'm a big fan of the Teddy Wap.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, the Teddy Wap.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
We're doing it.
I'll
yeah.
do one of those too.
Wait, isn't keto like,
Oh, I'll make it keto. I'll take the bun off. I'll
God,
eat it.
so embarrassing.
Are we on any sort of restriction diet-wise?
I mean, the PFL made a weight class for me, so no.
Can't do what you want.
Yeah, I do what I want.
You're kind of, tell me if I'm wrong, you're kind of in the same category as Cyborg a little bit, where there's not a ton of matchups for you.
Yeah.
Like you're so
no.
dominant in
Well,
this aspect of
thanks.
mixed martial arts, which would be judo, right? And then there's just not a lot of girls who can hang.
Yeah, I mean, it's 20 years behind the men's MMA, I feel like. You know,
Correct.
it's still building. It's still sort of like you have strikers, grapplers. Like you don't really have you have a couple super well-rounded fighters, but you also don't have a ton of athletes yet. Like there's not been a lot of crossover.
Especially at the higher weight classes.
Right,
Like
and the
lower
higher weight
class,
classes is so, yeah, there's
lower,
like almost nothing.
That's
There's
how it is in
almost nothing.
men's.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
they're still ahead of the game. There's some guys who dominate.
Right, for sure.
So for you being at this weight class, how did signing with PFL come about? Because I'm sure UFC, Bellator, everyone wanted you. Rising,
Yeah.
especially with your background.
Well, I was really hesitant to do MMA, to be honest. Like, I'm not a huge. I mean, I talk shit, but it's all in good fun. Like, I'm one of the. Like, I grew up around guys, so I'm cool with that. But I don't like having to sell a fight. I don't like.
It's exhausting.
Like trying to be pretty or like this is like I'm so uncomfortable right now. You know.
Right now you are?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because like.
Because you got to talk?
No. Because I have to wear heels and like.
I mean, you didn't have to.
Well.
You look good.
Thanks.
But you didn't have to.
Anyways.
Okay.
The PFL, first of all, they were like, if you want to fight, great. If you don't, we still want you to be a brand ambassador. So we want you to come, commentate, check out fights, hang out. And if you want to fight, we're going to give you a 4-fight deal. We're going to pay you a lot of money, and we're changing the game. And it's not about shit talking. It's not entertainment. It's if you want money, win. If you want to continue, win. It's a regular season, a postseason, and a playoffs, and a championship.
And $1 million at the
And $1
end of
million
the rainbow.
at the end of the, yeah.
But here's so what was the plan when you got done? Did you have a plan? We got done
With judo?
two-time
No, I had
Olympic
no plan,
medalist.
which was like.
So you got done, you won that gold, then
Yeah.
you got back.
Literally the night that I won my Olympic gold medal in Rio, I woke up with like in a panic. Like I had a panic attack. Just because it's
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, you train your whole life for this one day, and then there's this blank page, and you're like, who am I if I'm not Kayla Harrison, the judo player? Who
You
am
started
I?
when you
Like-
were 6.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you. Little.
It's not my
research.
first rodeo doing a food truck. So you started when you were 6,
Yeah.
and then you won your last gold at what age?
26.
So 20 years.
20 years of doing the same thing every day, over and over and over again. And then, like, you can hit the snooze button if you want. You can drink if you want. You can stay in your friggin'.
So what'd you
on
do
your
when you
couch.
got back to the States?
I hit the snooze button every day, and I
Just
sat
chill.
on my couch the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, I did like I had a lot of like fun media stuff to do. And
Oh, not media. You can call it stuff. I hate media too. I have to do it all the time. I hate it.
you know, you get invited to all the cool parties and events and award shows and stuff like that, but I
when-
had no purpose.
When you can't, yeah, it's tough because you've been doing the same purpose with one goal in mind.
That's not true. Actually, after I finished the Olympics, I decided to finally write my book. So I was doing that and
So that
being
kept
depressed.
you focused, but
yeah.
you're also depressed because you don't have the same outlet.
No, like you go from training twice a day, every day, eating 6,000 calories a day, like just living your best life. So like,
It stops. Now, when you got back, did you think when you won the gold, not that it didn't change your life, but I think we have this, since you were 6, you had this idea that you win the gold, it's like the movies. Did you win gold and you get back here, you're like, where's my float?
no.
Where's my banners?
I mean, dude, I did judo. It's not like I'm like a gymnast. I was
Yeah.
pretty realistic about it.
You knew what was going on.
I didn't even I didn't care. Like I didn't do it to be famous or to be rich. I just did it because I really loved it and I wanted to be the best.
But did you also think maybe, not that you wanted to be a fighter, but you saw the success Ronda had with her judo background? She was kind of the...
Well, we were teammates back in the day and roommates, and I remember when she quit judo, she was sort of like, I'm either going to go in the lifeguard or Coast Guard or some shit, or I'm going to do MMA. And at the time, it was so non-existent for women.
Good luck with that.
I was like, maybe you should just...
Maybe do the lifeguard.
Yeah. But, I mean, she literally changed this space. Like, she made it possible for people like me to have opportunities. So
maybe you saw her success, where you're like, all right.
No, for sure. I was like, if she can do it, I have a Ronda complex a little bit.
What do you mean?
I don't know, just... I moved there when I was 16. She was a girl I looked up to. She was a girl who beat my ass until she didn't. And she won a medal. I was her training partner. I got to go watch her. I got to see her do it. And I was like, man, if she can do it, I can do it. So that's kind of like my mentality for everything now.
So she was kind of like, she was
my rabbit.
She was your rabbit.
For sure. In a good way. No, are you kidding?
Now you're over in MMA. She kind of has a blueprint.
You mean business-wise or fighting-wise?
Both.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
I've learned from her mistakes, I feel like.
When you say you learned from her mistakes, the only thing really that the negative could say about her is maybe how to deal with losses.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be worse if I ever lose, probably. Like, not worse as in I won't come back, but...
Because you guys don't know how to...
People got mad at me for my fight before my last fight because I went to a decision for the first time and I didn't cry, but I teared up in the cage and I was pretty pissed off with myself.
Because you were hoping...
And everyone was like, Ronda 2.0, here we go. Like, everyone was shitting on me. And I was like, listen...
Hold up, shitting on you is Ronda 2.0?
Well, shitting on me...
sign me up.
That's true, good point. Like,
sign me up.
First of all, I don't care. But second of all, like, no one's ever going to be harder on me than me. Like, I expect perfection. I expect to go out and dominate and
that's why you guys
instill
act
my will.
that way. You guys don't know how to lose.
Right.
You don't know how to lose.
That's not a bad quality. Like,
it's not, but also you go on decisions good for your career.
No, 100%.
Because Ronda came in there and smoked everyone.
I know.
And then when you go to hip toss the girl and she goes, no, I'm not doing that.
Right.
Like,
but what do I do now? Mm-hmm. I know.
The other thing you take from Ronda is, she was ahead of her time. Her skill set was so much further ahead than
she was an athlete in an era where there were no...
But then Amanda Nunes says, hold my acai, I'm going to punch you in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So the women are catching up.
No, for sure. It's evolving at such a crazy exponential rate.
I'm excited
It's a good time to be in women's MMA.
Cyborg, definitely a possibility now.
Yeah, I know. So I just was at TMZ and they asked me about it. And I feel like I had kind of a badass line, so I want to tell you the line.
Let's hear it.
And it was like, they were like, oh, what do you say to Cyborg? And I was like, oh, Cyborg, I heard you're looking for a job. Listen, the PFL's got a really good space for you. If you're interested, it's number 2.
Oh.
Isn't that good?
What's up?
I know.
I feel like she's going to bite on that.
I feel like it.
You ready to fight her now?
Yeah, I mean, I got some opportunity to fight her much earlier in my career, and I said, no, I want to get experience. I needed to get in there and feel that feeling.
Yeah, what's the rush?
And right, exactly.
If you beat her, where do you go from there?
Right, so I want to take my time. I want to build momentum. I want to build my career. I want to build my confidence.
Yeah.
And then take her out. My teammate already did that, so it kind of puts a little bit of a damper on the mood, but I'll still do it.
She's been there.
Sloppy seconds is okay.
With Cyborg, obviously her cut from the UFC was not great.
Yeah. That's why I love the PFL.
Yeah, but a lot of it's not Cyborg. Do you know Cyborg at all?
Never met her.
Both of you are awesome.
Cool.
She's super nice. Mm-hmm. A lot of her narrative comes from her management. It's not all her. So like, she didn't make that video.
I heard that it was like edited and stuff.
That's not her.
But
she can barely figure out Twitter. Like, she's not editing these videos.
I'm the same way. Yeah.
So it's a bummer. But I think there's light for her at the end of this tunnel. If she fights you, if she goes to PFL, both you guys are in this dilemma where, all right, so you guys fight each other.
Yeah.
There's just not a lot of competition.
Right. No, I know. I honestly have a lot of respect for her. Like, she has been sort of through the shitter her whole career. Like, everyone kind of like, I just feel like she's had an uphill road the whole time. And I respect that. I mean, I want to beat her, but I respect it.
You have to.
What's your theory?
You tell me if I'm completely off.
Okay.
So you look at all the famous female fighters.
Yeah.
This is just what it is. It's
I know.
not me.
No, I know.
The real famous ones and the ones, especially the UFC, not PFL because they're newer, but the ones, especially the UFC promotes, are all pretty.
I know. That's why I said I don't like MMA. It's like you have to be certain cup size to like make it to a friggin' title shot. Like it's stupid.
Yes and no, right? Because
Dude,
what?
it's bullshit.
Is it bullshit?
Yeah.
Well, but you
Do you
have to
give
win.
men title shots because they're hot? Like,
Yes.
no, they don't.
Sage Northcutt's like, hold my fucking
Well,
hair gel.
that was a little
I can't
different.
fight. Here we are. I love you, Sage. You know this, but
Okay, that's a good example.
you know what I'm saying? Like they do it with guys too.
Not as often. You can be an ugly mofo.
But also the women pool isn't as deep.
True.
So if a girl's really pretty and she's winning,
Right.
they push her more. Again, this you might want to toss me in my head. Take it easy. With Cyborg though, she doesn't look the most feminist
Yeah, but she's
fighter in the
so
world.
good you can't deny it. Like, it's bullshit.
I'm with you 100% on this. However,
Honestly-
she's physically enhanced. So, hold on. So, I know, this is touchy. Hear me out here. So, what I think,
I'm uncomfortable.
me too, I'm uncomfortable, but we gotta get through this. But I think the UFC goes, that's not gonna inspire little girls to pursue fighting. If they see you fighting, see Ronda, Paige Van Zandt, Amanda Nunes,
thank
Shevchenko, you go over all the girls who they look like, girls. That's not a knock on Cyborg. That's just how it is.
Yeah, but
That's why I
you've
think they
never
push
seen
it.
me in a dress. I look like a linebacker too, you know?
Well,
Like,
you look fine now.
well, thank you. But it's like, ugh, I just hate that. I do. I really do. I know it's
But
a part of our society. I
Yes.
know it's a part of.
But it's men
It's
and
an
women.
entertainment industry. I get it. Sex sells. It always has. It always will.
Especially if you can fight.
But it just sucks. It sucks. When are we gonna be like, looks don't? Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen.
I know.
You should be worried if you were ugly. You know what
I
I'm saying?
think you're complimenting me, so I'm gonna
I'm
take it.
complimenting.
Thank you very much.
I'm telling you,
Thank
I'm complimenting you. Yes.
But like,
Am I
how
way off? Is everyone?
How shitty would that be?
Am I
though?
way
Okay,
off on this?
Say I'm wicked smart. Say I'm a badass fighter. Say I'm articulate. Say I'm slugback, silver, no slugbacks. Say I'm all of these things.
But you look like a warlock.
Right. And so I never get a shot.
You get your
What?
shot.
That's
no,
ridiculous.
you'll get your shot. It's going to take a little longer because they can't sell it. Because
Yeah.
all they care about is the bottom
I know. They just want the dollar
Because it is
right now.
entertainment. You know
I
what I'm saying?
I know. Okay, your theory is correct, but it's
It might
shitty.
be. I don't know. It sucks, but it's the truth.
It is. It's the ugly truth.
Well, now I've lost all my female followers. Yes, let's do this.
Yeah, good job. No, good job.
Here you go.
Good job.
Thank you.
Wait, thank you, sir.
No problemo. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Appreciate you. Again, don't make fun of me. I gotta make this keto. You know what? I would cheat on my diet for you, but I'd let a lot of people down. I can't.
Clearly.
I just can't.
I mean, you just lost all of your women followers, so you don't want to lose all
I
your
did with
keto
the whole
followers
cyborg
as well,
analogy. I know.
so-
You know what? This entire show is a mistake. Meaning food trucks, not you. Just the food truck idea in general. Putting on weight. I'm losing followers. Can I get a fork, for God's sakes? Do I have to eat this like a savage in front of her?
No fork.
They're just like, no, eat it with your mouth. Is cutting
What's
weight?
the point of having a bagel truck come?
Oh, they don't give a fuck about me. They're like, no, you'll figure it out. It's for you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going. I'm going in. I'm
Get
not
it.
waiting for you.
Do you have a tough time making the weight?
I walk around like 160.
It's not bad.
5 pounds? 4 pounds?
That's super easy.
I used to be a lot bigger when I did judo.
I mean,
Take-
you
takes
could definitely
weight to
fight at
move weight.
45.
I know. I told the PFL I would. They said, no, we want to change the game. We want to do something nobody's ever done before. Let's start the first ever women's 155-pound division.
If you build it, they will come. However, it's going to be a
That's what I
slow
said.
come. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because there's a
No.
lot more at 45. Mm-hmm. Have you been happy with your experience with PFL?
Oh my God, so happy.
But you have nothing to base it off of. Like you've never.
Well,
done
that's
it
not
with the
true.
UFC.
I mean, I train at ATT. There's like 150 fighters in all different organizations. I hear the horror stories. I see what goes on in other promotions.
I see what's going on. We've never made the walk. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
it's
true.
It's a different animal.
No, that's true. I like where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy. I want to be the best though, so whatever that means.
I'm gonna hold my tongue on that because I appreciate PFL letting you on this show. I'm gonna hold my tongue. I'll hold my tongue.
You never
Now,
know.
if Cyborg comes over,
Yeah,
you train with the best to ever do it.
I know.
I don't think there's any debate on that. I'm sure you're both mutually good for each other. Because she's not gonna get anyone with your type of skills when it comes to judo.
I'm the best female grappler on the planet.
Better than Tatiana.
No.
She's a beast.
Oh, she's mad good. I love watching her. She's
Yeah.
very good.
God, you guys would be fun to watch go at it. Different weight classes.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
mean, they're huge.
I know. Well,
I'm like a monster. Isn't she like this big?
no, she's not small. She was on this show. You guys seen her? She's not small.
Is she really?
She might be a little taller or same height.
You see what I mean?
You know,
These girls, why
you
do
have
they
no idea.
do it?
Have you ever seen the video of Cyborg cutting weight?
Yeah, man.
It's heartbreaking.
No. First of all, I love food, okay?
Don't we all?
Second of all, apparently you used to love food and now you just, I don't know, love LA.
Yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
But
Continue on.
I just don't believe it sends a good message to kids. Like,
But
it's just so bad for your body. You're literally dehydrating your body. And guess what protects your brain? Water.
But here's
So
the
you're
thing.
getting in a cage a day after you lose 30 pounds and expecting yourself to compete or perform at the same level that you do in training. It's
But
unrealistic.
didn't you do it all through your
No, I never
come up?
cut weight.
Never?
I never cut weight in
Even
judo.
Olympics, judo's
When I was a
nothing?
kid, I cut weight.
That's
and when I
ridiculous.
moved to Boston to train with the Olympic coaches at the time, the Pedros, Ronda was at 70 kilos. I was struggling to make 63 kilos. And they said, listen, we want you to enjoy your life. You know, you've already got enough shit on your plate. You're going through enough. So you're gonna move up 2 weight classes, not 1, but 2. And you're gonna fight at whatever weight you weigh. And if you wanna be successful, you beat the people in front of you. So
Seemed
that's
to
what I
work
did.
out.
Yeah. Not at first. I mean, I was miserable. Like,
Really?
I was like, oh my God, I'm so fat and it's so hard. The girls are so big. But I mean,
But you adapted.
yeah, of course. I truly believe that if you want to win, I guess it's a little different in MMA because striking, you know, there's a difference when you have more weight, for sure.
Big time.
For sure. But I don't know. I just am not a fan of weight cutting.
I don't think anyone is. Just
No,
people.
I know.
People think it's a huge advantage, especially the
I
men,
know,
which
but
I don't think it
believe
is.
in that. I don't believe that. I don't buy that crock of shit. Like,
The only argument to that is like Luke Rockhold
Mm-hmm.
coming up to 205. He was, he's depleting himself at 185. Went up to 205. Didn't look great. Conor McGregor at
That was his
145.
first
Max
appearance.
Holloway at 145
Yeah.
to 155.
yeah,
So sometimes it's an advantage, but yeah, I agree. Over longevity, it's a bad idea.
total. Look at Frankie Edgar. Look at his longevity.
He should be fighting at 125.
Eh,
He's tiny.
Don't put him in that.
No, he's talked about it. Yeah, I'm not bragging on Frankie. He's so tiny.
He is really
That's
small.
what's so impressive about him.
That's what I mean. He found a way to win.
Besides Amanda, who else are you working out with at ATT?
I train with everybody.
Guys and girls.
I mostly train with the guys.
Really?
I'm the biggest girl in the room, and they're all D1 wrestlers, like Scramble City. I love it. It's good for me. The only problem is they don't react the same way girls do, so that part sucks a little bit. I actually, to be honest with you, when I spar a lot of the amateur guys. Like they maybe are a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller.
A little more wilder, more like
They're
the females.
wild, and I love it because they get scared, you know. So they throw for real,
Yeah,
and it allows me to see things that I maybe
because you're new to striking.
exactly
100%.
exactly. So I spend a lot of time sparring.
Was
the
that your
amateurs.
idea or was that your coach's?
That's Brownie.
He's so smart.
He is. I grapple with all the pro guys, but I spar with the amateur dudes, and it's been really good for me so far.
So what's next for you?
I fight October 11th in the playoffs, Las Vegas. Jenna Fabian. She's a southpaw striker, like kickboxer,
How's the ground game?
non-existent.
Enjoy that. And who's the number 1 seed? Is it Kaufman? Mm-hmm. She's good.
Yeah, she's got a lot of experience.
Yeah, that'd
Not
be a good
gonna
fight
save
for
her.
you. That'd be a great fight for you.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. She's like Canadian, so she tries to talk shit, but it's like awkward because it's not really talking shit.
They're too nice. They can't
Too
talk shit.
nice. But I like it. It's good for me. I'm not used to that. Like in judo, you just show up, you bow,
Yeah,
you fight, you
respect.
leave, you know?
Yeah.
So the fact that she's even like saying anything, I'm kind of like, oh, all right, this is my life now.
That's
like,
cool.
I got to say something back.
Do you feel any pressure because you're kind of the face of
Were you
PFL?
hungry?
Yeah, I'm keto. I'm always hungry now. I'm starving. I can eat 7 of those with no bun. What are you talking about? It's the sacrifices. Same way you sacrifice to make whatever weight you got to make sometimes.
I don't.
Sacrifice I make.
I sit in the bath
You
for
make-
5 minutes.
Yep. Well, mine's a little different. I'm like Cyborg. It's a struggle. Do you feel any? Because you're the face of the PFL.
Thank
Do you
you.
feel any pressure there?
No.
0.
Dude, I fought in 2 Olympic finals.
No disrespect. No one watched it.
No, I know, but like, I literally spent my whole life training for 1 day.
But now you're kind of in show business.
But I don't care.
You just keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
And then tell PFL I'll show up and do my thing.
I mean, it's my job to go out there and win fights. Obviously, I'm also a brand ambassador, and what's good for their brand is good for my brand, and vice
You were
versa.
on TMZ before this, for God's sake.
I know. But
Nothing's wrong with that. I'm just saying, you're
I don't really.
you're the mouthpiece of the PFL.
Yeah, but that's because I'm articulate.
It's many things, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm a badass, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
You got the whole package. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it.
You know what I tell their PR people? I say I'm a unicorn. And my nickname at the gym. So do you know Kyoji Horiguchi?
Yes, stud.
Badass, right? So my nickname, we train together sometimes. I have a funny story about him. He's an asshole. But not really, like in a good way.
Gotcha.
Like a joke.
Like fun asshole.
Yeah, so Mike's his head coach too, so we're drilling one night. And we're drilling doubles and like against the cage, and Kyoji comes in, does a double, and he goes, "Oh, heavy." And I was like, "Fuck you, Kyoji." And he was like, "No, not heavy, wide." And I was like, "Oh my God, Kyoji, please shut up."
You wide.
No, he said that, and I was like, and then he was like, "No, strong." And I was like, "It's too late for you, Kyoji.
Get out of here, man.
Please leave me
You've hurt my
alone forever,
feelings.
like
You've insulted
forever."
me in every way possible.
But I call him the last samurai. So he's the last samurai, and he calls me the last unicorn. So I'm the last unicorn, he's the last samurai. We're one of a kinds.
I dig that.
You dig it?
I dig it.
Thank
I
you.
wish you the best.
Thank you. Thanks for having
coming
me.
here. Yes, you got a
Do you
long
want this
career ahead
half?
of you. I don't. You know what?
Okay.
I don't.
All
I
right.
appreciate it, but I
I
don't.
was just testing you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. You're the best.
Was-
Little handshake
Yeah,
on it.
can you
Well,
please-
it would be awkward.
You
but
were like-
I'm all.
He went like this though.
I'm all. You're the best. I'm all. I could do. I did this. I give you the
Yeah,
fish.
it was like.
Well, I didn't want to. It's always weird. Like.
Yeah.
It's always
we're
like.
good. We're good.
It's not Donald Trump. Just bring you
All right,
in.
stop holding my hand.
All right, I'm out of here.